Hello and welcome to the Pandaverse. I'm E,
I'm C.
and this is the C&E show, and we're going to be interviewing Matt Pugh today, talking about his book. He's a poet. This is the first for us, interviewing a poet.
Yes, exciting. Are
So
you excited, Matt?
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about yourself, Matt.
well, I'm lived in Norwalk, Ohio most of my life. Actually went to school with Christine
We did.
many, many moons ago.
Don't say that. You make us look old.
Hey, I'm going to be
Or
40
wait,
next.
let me rephrase that. You make us sound old, Matt.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think
Well,
we look old.
This is
uh,
old. This is old. This is the picture of old. Okay.
Oh, geez. Tell
oh,
Matt what
dear.
just happened to you, Elgon.
Yeah, I was taking the garbage out because, tomorrow's garbage collection day. There was a stranger that pulled up in front of a neighbor's house, and she was getting back into the car, and she said, "Are you Santa Claus?"
Santa E.
Well, that
Wow.
happens a lot. I'm really not Santa Claus. So there's like no conspiracy or secret or anything. But
If
I
he
am
was, he wouldn't tell
I
you.
am Santa's demented uncle.
Okay, wow.
And I live in
See what you
Vegas.
just walked into. This is the C&E show. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
I can tell.
So why don't you tell us about your book, your newly published poet? Congratulations. I'm so
Thank you.
proud of you, Matt.
Thanks. Well, you were a big inspiration for it.
Aw, well, thank you. You know what, though? You've worked so hard. I've watched you, since we were little teenagers, and I watched you just grow into this beautiful poet. I've known your poetry for a long time. I'm really proud of you. Congratulations.
Yeah, it took a good 12 years. Wrote poetry back when we were in high school, but never really thought it was going to blossom like that. So, but yeah, my first real poem that I wrote was for my grandmother when she passed away. So that was my very first one.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. So why don't you tell everybody the name of your new poetry book?
it's called Language of the Heart.
And where did that title come from?
I thought of it one day because everything that I wrote inside comes straight from the heart. I mean, you're going to experience loss, love, inspiration, a little bit of faith, a little bit of my faith.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take a second and I'm just going to read the back of your book, which I happen to have a signed copy of. Okay. So it says, we all experience many emotions, and the heart is considered to be the center of our emotional being. This collection of poetry was written straight from the heart. It will take you on a roller coaster of emotions. You will experience the loss, the love, and the inspiration that author Matt Pugh has gone through. These poems will make you smile, cry, and experience your faith in a way that inspires you to reach out to others. Each poem has the goal of connecting you to someone you may know and love. No matter what emotion you are currently experiencing, there is a poem for you. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. So why don't you do a reading of your favorite poem from your book?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Yeah, well, it comes with the territory. It's
It does.
like required.
Actually, the one that I'm actually going to read from is the one that I wrote about my fiance, Michelle. The little story behind that is that back in high school, we dated for like about 2 years actually, and somehow we ended up breaking up. Don't know why, didn't know why, and all of a sudden, 19 years later, we're back together and we're actually getting married. So,
Congratulations.
thank
Yes,
you.
it's awesome.
Sometimes,
So,
sometimes you just have to learn to not take no for an answer. And
Right.
that's true. She'll tell you I was definitely persistent in trying to get her back.
Well, it seems like it worked.
Yeah. But so the poem I wrote for her was called Reconnected. And it says, we have finally reconnected. All those years lost, love was affected. Now in the present, we can forget some of the past and continue what we had finally at last. Waiting all those years, love has been conflicted, but by God's grace, reconnection was predicted. It was worth the wait, and I know this is true. because nothing is better than being back with you.
Aww. I almost hear that song. What is that? Can you feel the love tonight?
Mm-hmm.
In the background.
Now, where's my audio? Come on.
So what's next, Matt? What are you gonna working on anything else? You put out a second book?
It might be a while before I put out a second book because I'll be honest with you, poetry is not the easiest thing to write. Like I said, it took me 12 years to get this book put together. But I have started a second book. It's going to be basically an all Christian poetry book.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah.
So I have a few Christian poems started, but got to think of some other ones to write.
Yeah. I think your journey was well worth it. I've read your book fully now, and they're just beautiful. And you are absolutely right. They really do speak to the soul. I mean, to anybody who's watching this, if you're going through a tough time, you've just lost somebody, or you just need something uplifting, please, I highly recommend this book of poetry. It will make you feel so much better. Really good words from the heart.
Yeah, we could all use some uplifting.
Especially right now.
The past year's been tough on people.
Yeah, it has.
Oh yeah, it's been tough. It's definitely been tough.
How have you been spending your quarantine life?
Helping out my dad. Not so much quarantine, but helping my dad with his car lot. But otherwise, I just staying home with Michelle.
Trying to stay safe.
Yeah, plus our dog definitely keeps us busy.
Don't they always? Dog.
Always.
Anytime Christine's feeling like she doesn't have enough to do, she just adopts another dog. So.
Oh, or I just let my dog have puppies. She might be having babies in like 3 weeks.
Dallas is going to be.
I haven't told anybody yet. Because I just want to make sure everything goes okay. But now apparently I'm telling the world, yes, my dog is going to have puppies. I'm going to be a grand pup ma.
Can you imagine the destruction to your house?
Well, I've decided though, I'm not going to keep one of them. But I just wanted her to be a mom because I think she's going to be a great mom. And maybe she'll stop eating people's glasses because she'll be. There's a story there.
Did you hear that story, man?
I'm taking it's your glasses, right?
Yeah. She ate my glasses when I was visiting Christine a couple of years ago.
Yes, yeah. So she's going for an ultrasound March 16th. We're going to have her checked out fully, and we're going to see how many puppies there are. So I'm really excited. I just hope everything goes better than last time.
Who's the dad?
Dionysus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be a strange conversation.
It is. Little body, big old head. Aw. So, Matt, I remember when you wrote me a poem for my wedding and you framed it. Would you believe I still have that?
I forgot all about that, to be honest with you. Wow.
But yes, that's how much that meant to me. Your poetry is very good, and I truly, truly hope that people buy your book, because if not, they're missing out. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful work of art.
For my son too.
Yeah, I actually I just found out I got my first Amazon review.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 5-star rating.
Hey,
that's good.
congratulations.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I'm going to have to be your second review then.
Yeah, I definitely need the reviews.
But we all feel that, Matt. We all feel that.
Yeah,
I was just surprised that my book came out as in the new releases for inspirational and religion category. It came out as top 10 out of 100.
Wow, that's nice.
So, awesome.
I was a little surprised by that.
That's really impressive.
I've sold probably close to 25 books now, so and it's only been like 6 days. So I'm a little surprised.
That's good.
Yes. Good job.
You need to take a box of them to church with you and then open up the trunk and.
Great idea. Great idea.
Well, my grandmother's pastor actually bought 2 books from me. So, and I've ordered. I kind of ordered 15, but that's not including those 20.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
So those are the 15 from the author's copy version. So, but those are, I'm going to use those because I'm going to try to get a hold of like the North Reflector and then, or even try to hit some of the libraries around here and stuff.
That's a great idea. There you go. That's exactly, you're right on the path. Just keep going.
Maybe I'll do a book signing at your place of work.
Oh, maybe. Aw. So, how does Michelle feel about your newfound poetry, like authorship?
Well, what do you think, Michelle? She's like, nope, I don't want to say anything. She's proud of me. I don't think she knew that I was a good poet until I started writing more. And when I wrote the Reconnected one to her, I kind of made her all teary-eyed.
Aw.
So yeah, she's happy for me.
Aw, well, that's really special. So what I want to do is, if you don't mind, I would like to read a poem of yours before we end this today, because I know that you're on a little bit of a time constraint. So I want to read a poem that I find is one of my favorites, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Remember Grandma's Love.
That was my very first poem. That was the one I wrote for my grandmother.
She is in heaven now, a better place. She is in no more pain at the hands of God's grace. We knew her love will always be with us, even though she is now with the Lord Jesus. Remember her smile as she touched all our hearts, with the love and comfort as she departs. Her heart is in us where it belongs. As in each one of us, she is never gone. Let us remember Grandma with the good times that we had, because she is in a better place, and we should all be glad. She's looking at us from up above as we remember Grandma's love. Well done, Matt. Well done.
Yep. Sounded like you were choking up a little bit there.
It was. I unfortunately had to go to a funeral this morning, so
oh no,
it's still a little fresh with me. But you know, it's one of those things where that's why it resonates. You know, I know that my friend is in a better place, where no more pain, no more sadness. So,
yep.
Yeah. So thanks for that.
Yep. You're welcome. Yeah, I just try to write that to make people, to remind people that, yeah, they're not with us, but now that they're in heaven, you got to realize that they are in no more pain, that they are in a happier place, and that we should all rejoice them being in no more pain.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. One last thing. Is there anything you would like to tell, these budding poets who are trying to make it in this great big world?
Just look deep into your heart and your soul, and you'll get poetry to come out.
Well, thank you, Matt, for coming today to join E and I on our show. It was truly a pleasure, and good luck tomorrow.
Yeah. Actually, don't have to worry about tomorrow now, so we're good.
Oh, good. That's good.
Doing a happy dance.
Good. That's great. And congratulations.
Everybody find his book on Amazon. The title again is
Language of the Heart.
Language of the Heart.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Matt Pugh. Is it under Matthew or Matt? Matt Pugh, yep. Language of the Heart. It's available on Amazon. Buy it.
Yes. You won't regret it. Trust me.